What's up, guys? Just want to take some time here to show you guys this new 2-gallon handheld sprayer kit that Milwaukee's just come out with. The part number is 2528-21G2. So the base part number is 2528. The 21 represents that it comes with a battery and a charger, and the G2 stands for 2-gallon kit. So it's also available in a G1, which is a 1-gallon kit. You can also get replacement, not replacement, but additional 2-gallon or 1-gallon tanks, depending on what solutions you need to quickly switch between. And there's also a strap kit for it. So it's very similar to the strap kits that they have for their other OPE equipment and some of their tool bags, but it comes with these two extra little guys. So this is the handheld sprayer shoulder strap, and the part number on it is 49162764. So I'll put some links down in the description to both of these units so you guys can check them out. So we'll just take a quick look around the back here before we open this up. It's got a detachable wand, which is nice for storing. It comes with a CP 2.0 battery, so it says it can get up to 80 gallons per charge with a single CP 2.0 battery pack. So I would have to imagine that's on the lowest setting. So we have some vertical wand storage. I'll show you that once we open it up. And the power head itself, which is just the red top portion. And then we've got settings 1, 2, and 3. And we can get a flow rate of 0.1 gallons per minute on setting 1, 0.2 gallons per minute on setting 2, and then you guessed it, 0.3 gallons per minute on setting 3. And the pressure is low, medium, and high. So there's some additional specifications here, but if you guys are interested in that, I will, you can take a look in the link in the description below. But just quickly, the tank capacity for this model is 2 gallons, and the PSI range is anywhere from 20 to 80 PSI. And it has a vertical spray distance of about 17 feet, and I'll show you that as well. So let's get into it. I'll open this up, and I'll be right back. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so we got everything unboxed. I'll just take you through what comes as part of the kit, when you can expect to get in the package when you pick one up for yourself. So we obviously have a charger and a CP 2.0 battery. We've got your typical operator's manuals for the units itself, and then they always include one in the kits for the battery and the charger. And then with the shoulder strap, just a single page instructions on how to assemble that. So we'll get that out of the way here. Also with the unit comes this angled nozzle attachment, which is pretty neat. It's made out of plastic. There is a rubber gasket in there. The end pulls off, and it's nice. It's got a screen in there, and the actual tip itself is adjustable 360 degrees in either direction. So we'll show you that in a minute. This is the wand that it comes with. This is stainless steel, and what's really nice is you can see brass fittings, double O-ring, so if there's ever any issues, if one of these happens to get damaged, you can replace them. And this is the spray end that it comes pre-installed. It is also brass, and there is a rubber O-ring in there as well. If any debris happened to get plugged in there, you could take that apart and clean that out. So that's pretty cool. This also is adjustable, and I'll show you that a bit later. When you're spraying liquids through there, you can adjust this from a fan to a stream. This also comes off, and there is a filter screen in there as well. So with that off, you can install the spray end, the angled end. And again, if you need to, depending on what your preference is, you can adjust just that red center portion. So that's pretty straightforward that way. This is the unit itself. This is the wand, the spray end. So this is the trigger here. So when you press this down, with this turned on, the pump will kick in and discharge your material through the wand. There's a nice little lockout feature here. So if you happen to be using it, you need to set it down and you don't want somebody to use it, it's nice that you can have that there, so it locks it out. And you just pop that back and you're good to go. So the installation of this is very, very straightforward. You can feel those O-rings applying a seal. Push that all the way in, you thread this down, tighten that up just snug, and you're good to go. We'll just take that back off. Just a little wiggle and pull straight out. So before we get into the unit itself, I'll just show you, this is the shoulder strap. Nice padded shoulder strap. It is identical to the other ones that Milwaukee has available for their tool bags or their OP equipment. So if you guys have those already, you know what those look like and you know what to expect. The only difference is that it comes with these two additional straps that fasten on to the unit itself. So I'll show you just quickly how those go on. Those loop through. And again, this is very, very simple to do. No instructions needed. But that's it, just like that. So one attaches here and one attaches around the back side. That's if you want to use the shoulder strap, that's where those go. So on the front of the unit, we have an on-off button and we have the dial from settings 1 through 3. So just throw a battery in here. So this is a fully charged CP 2.0 that just snaps in on the outside. We go ahead and turn that on. We can see, like we're used to with all of our M12 tools, the battery gauge, and we have this nice green LED that lets us know it's turned on. And from there, we can adjust through settings 1 through 3. That's going to give us different pressures, different distances, and you'll be able to adjust that for your application. So if we turn that back off, just pull that battery out. There's just a pair of snaps, one on the front and one on the back. And once those are disconnected, we can simply pull the power head off. And we'll get back to that in a minute. So this is the 2-gallon tank. This is part of the vertical storage, and this is the fill point. This is the discharge point from the tank to the pump, and I'll show you that in a second. So if we take this off, one nice thing that I noticed is that it has measurements. If you can see that, there is measurements on the lid, so it is essentially a measuring cup, because when you're using different solutions, typically you have to measure. So it has ounces and milliliters, all the way from 20 to 140 milliliters, and 1 ounce to 5 ounces. So that's pretty nice. Also on the inside is a nice plastic filter pickup screen, so it's not going to allow anything big in there if you accidentally weren't paying attention when you were pouring your solution in. And other than that, it's just an empty tank. So we can screw that back on. Part number and serial number descriptions and everything on the side. That's pretty much it for the tank. Now the business end, this is the power head or the pump, and on the inside here you can see this is the inlet to the pump, which lines up with that spot in the tank. So you really can't put this on the wrong way. This big section here obviously allows the fill point to protrude. So there's not much to that. There is this feature as well. So if you had the nozzle installed, that can go in here like this. So if you're just carrying it and you were spraying on an angle towards the ground or wherever you were spraying whatever solution you had in here, we tighten that down, and now we have a nice downward angle, so that could help. Or if we're spraying something vertically, we have the flexibility of doing that. So that's quite nice that Milwaukee has thought of that and incorporated that into the design. On the back side, obviously this is where the battery goes, like we just talked about, and the on and off power, battery display, and the settings. So pretty straightforward as far as the design. To put it back on, it is as simple as setting it down, snapping one side, snapping the other. You're ready to go with your solution in there. Got these on, you can put your shoulder strap on, and you can go ahead and start spraying. So if we take this off, there is this spot through and through the handle. So with it attached, you can set this down in here and that snaps in. So you can use that for storage when it's stowed away and not being used, or if you have it out using it, then you just need to keep the wand off the ground. There is vertical storage as well. So it is designed to stow it with either of the tips on there, and also connected to the wand itself. So if we put that back on there, we can slide this in. That nestles down there and snaps in. So as you can see, it stows in there nicely. So it's quite flexible, great options. I'm going to fill this up just with water for now. It is the middle of winter here in Canada, and there's really no solutions that I personally need to use this time of year. So I'm going to just fill this up with water. I'll take it outside and I'll show you guys how it performs and what it does. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've got this filled up. It's just with water, as I mentioned. We've got it turned on, so we'll just turn it off, turn it back on. We've got the battery display here, and we've got the dials here for settings 1 through 3. And we've got the brass nozzle that's included. So on setting 1, hopefully you can see that. It just trickles out. This is maybe 2 or 3 feet. And on setting 2, this is probably closer to 10-12 feet. And on setting 3, you can hear the pump kick in. And they say that you can reach out to about 17 feet on that. So I'm not going to get the tape measure out, but I would say that's pretty darn close to 17 feet. And it works well. The tip is also adjustable, so we can get a mist. You can adjust it back to a stream. It's nice that it's got that flexibility. And then we're going to go ahead and just swap out that tip with this the plastic one that it comes with. That just threads on the end. And if you need some adjustment, this will loosen off and just this centerpiece will spin. So it'll allow you to get that adjustment the way you like. So you can see here, there's a nice fan mist. So this will be good if you're watering plants or something that you would need that for. And then if we go back down to setting 2, you can see how that slows down and changes. And back down to setting 1, it's just got a nice little trickle out there. So that is also good for different applications. So I think it's great that we've got 3 different settings, 3 different flow rates, 2 different nozzles that are fully adjustable. This is the 2-gallon version. The 1 gallon is also going to be available soon. And again, you can get just the replacement tank. So if you're doing different types of chemicals or different types of solutions and you need to quickly switch back and forth, you can do that. So make sure you guys go check this out if this is something that you're interested in.